Welcome back to another episode of Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I am Josh.
And I'm Ross.
And today we've got another episode in our From the Cellar series. So for those of you that don't recall, back in February, we kind of, went out and bought about $500 worth of random beer from this dude. I don't remember his name, but he was a dude, and we got beer. Yeah. Thanks, dude. So this stuff is from that batch. Yeah. This is some beer from a brewery out of Michigan called Founders Brewing Company. If you haven't heard of them, I'd be surprised if you're watching this channel and haven't heard of them. But they are probably best known for their barrel age series. Historically, their KBS, their Kentucky Breakfast Stout. Really, really good stuff. They still release that yearly. They've got all kinds of good barrel-aged stuff they come out with. We'll be reviewing more of that as the year moves on and as barrel-aged season kind of comes back. But we wanted to kick off another episode of our From the Cellar series with some really interesting stuff.
Interesting and polite.
Is being polite. So maybe we're going to be pleasantly surprised. Maybe we're not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But Founders Brewing Company is based out of Michigan, and these are random beers that we are going to be trying. If you haven't seen our beer haul video, link is in the description. So what are we kicking this off with?
So I think it's going to be the one beer we might actually enjoy, in my opinion. So it's Sumatra Brown. So this was bottled back on 4/5/17. I don't think this was supposed to age. So the fact that this is 4 months and 4 years and a month old. I don't know if four.
Ha! Math, numbers, and things, and time, and calendars.
Darn it. So this is a Imperial Brown Ale brewed with Sumatra coffee, which is a dark roast coffee. This comes in at about 9% and about 40 IBUs. I think that bitterness, which is higher for a brown, but I think the coffee's why you can get a little extra bitterness.
Yeah, so let's get this thing in the glass and see what it looks like.
All right, so let's crack this up. It's still got carbonation. That's a decent sign.
Yeah.
So it looks good.
I mean, brown ale, yeah.
Yeah. A good color, good head.
Fairly thin.
It's a brown ale, though. It's not going to be that thick, so.
All right, Sumatra Mountain Brown, 4 years old. All right, Ross, let's get a little nose on this 4-year-old Sumatra. I still get coffee bitterness on the nose. There's still coffee there.
Almost like to a spice point.
Yeah. There's a bit of a mustiness on the nose, which worries me a little bit behind the coffee. Yeah. But 4 years in a bottle, I mean.
Yeah. And sometimes you see beers like you have kind of a Cellar approved label. It looks like an hourglass. It looks like, we're not seeing that in any of these. Not to say they're not Cellar approved, but we're just not seeing that label on them.
Pretty decent lacing on the
glass.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
This thing's at what? 9%?
9%.
Okay.
I mean, just looking at this, I would not guess this is a 4-year-old beer.
No, so absolutely not.
It looks like it's fresh.
Yeah, and I still got coffee, which I'm surprised by.
Yeah.
So let's give it a go.
Right, cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
It's actually really good.
It's good?
It's really good.
It's really good.
I think the coffee, sometimes coffee almost, for me, this could just be a Ross thing, but it gives almost the bitterness kind of gives a spice to it in the back end, and that's what I'm getting with this.
A little acidic.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if that's from the aging process or if that's just the way this one kind of is. Again, Sumotra is a darker roast, so it doesn't surprise me all that much. This is pretty good.
This is solid. Yeah. I think I would be really curious to try one of these fresh and see how much the coffee maybe has dissipated, but it's still here pretty strongly. Yeah. I mean, it's not heavy coffee, but the coffee bitterness is there. You get kind of those traditional brown ale sweetness notes on the front end of the beer, and then out the back end is, like you said, it's that acidic bitterness. The coffee, the Sumatra coffee's there. This is a really solid beer.
It's really good, yeah. And I know I've had this in the past. Again, it's been a long time since I've had this. I bet you it's on my personal Untappd page. I'm really curious why I gave it then to see a score, but if I got to score this now, I'm going to take into account that this is a 4-year-old beer. And kind of use that and everything. It really held flavor really well. You still get that coffee and that nice kind of lightness of a brown ale.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a 4. I think it's really good. I think it's really solid.
This is going to be really lame, but I'm going to give it a 4 as well. I mean, that's right what I was thinking on this. I think this is held up really well. Cheers to Founders for brewing a beer that withstood the test of time here. So well done on number 1.
Yeah.
I am not convinced on maybe number 3
or 2.
or 2. I mean, we'll find out. But yeah, great start here on the Brown. So
what's next?
Up next, we've got the Lizard of Koz. Now, I don't know that they've brewed this since 2017.
So we looked into this before we started, and we saw everything was back in 2017, but we are seeing reviews suddenly from 2021. So either they rebrewed it, or someone just had it sitting in their cellar and they're pulling it out.
It's a possibility. It's still on Founders website, so you can still find it out there, but it's not available for purchase, so I'm not sure. We're assuming, because of this beer lot we bought, that this is a 2017 iteration of the Lizard of Koz. But what is this thing? This is an imperial stout aged with chocolate and vanilla in bourbon barrels, and then the main taste note on this is blueberries. So I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. I think you said you think you've had this in the past.
I think I've had this. Here's what I'll say. I remember when so Founders does like a few different barrel releases outside of their KBS variants every year. And I remember when this heater was coming out, I remember seeing this. Like, I saw the blueberries, and I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
So if I've had any of this, it was a sip, and that was probably it. So I cannot see myself ordering this beer.
Well, this is a blueberry imperial stout with chocolate and vanilla at 10.5%, aged in bourbon barrels. Let's get this thing in the glass.
Let's get this open.
Some blueberry stout. Get it in the glass. Oh yeah, nice and dark.
Got some carbonation.
Yep.
So, I mean, it looks like a barrel-aged beer.
Yep.
You know, I got that traditional darker Founders head to it.
Alrighty. Good looking beer. Alrighty. Let's get a little nose on the blueberry imperial stout. The Lizard of Koz. I definitely get bourbon on the nose.
I'm getting some blueberry.
There's a twinge of like blueberry, I think, on the back end.
The bourbon's there.
Yeah. Yeah, the blueberry's there. Surprisingly there. I mean, I'm assuming this is from 2017.
I think we're pretty safe. I mean, just looking the bottling, the labeling.
I think I'm getting vanilla on the nose too, though, which is surprising. Even though that's in the notes, I'm surprised vanilla's still there. Not chocolate. It's very fruity, bourbon forward.
Blueberry. Some of the bourbon. I'm getting something else. I can't pick up what it is. It might just be kind of a hodgepodge of everything, but...
Well,
all right.
Give her a go.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Oh my God.
Oh. No.
Honestly, I don't think I hate this as much as you do.
I don't like it. Here. Okay. let me step back.
Please give us your opinion, sir.
I don't like it. But with that said, if you like blueberries, if you like that taste and everything, I think you actually really will enjoy this.
I don't think you don't like it because it's not well made. I think you don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's not the quality of the beer. This being a 4-year-old beer, got it right this time. Actually, the taste holds up. There's a lot of the blueberry kind of punches in the mouth in a good way if you like blueberries.
There is so much blueberry there. It's blueberry tart right on the front end. There's a little bit of bourbon in the front end. Mm-hmm. The back end is bourbon vanilla-y with the tartness of the blueberries. Like, it's definitely. I mean, this thing is blueberries. Yeah. Like that is the primary note on this beer. The bourbon is there, but subtle. But it's part of the overall experience with this beer, and then maybe a little vanilla. The chocolate I'm not really getting. That's not coming through much at all for me.
No.
But blueberry for sure.
Yeah. It's not the quality of the beer. It's a tasting for me. It's just
I freaking like this.
All right.
I like it. Me, My rating on this, after 4 years in the bottle, so assumed, I'm giving this a 4.25. That's high, dude, but I really like this. Like, shockingly, I like this. Like, and I don't mind blueberries, so I like blueberries. This is just, I am shocked at how much I like this after 4 years in the bottle. I'm giving it a 4.25.
All right. I think my score is unfair, but I'm going to give it a 2.
Whoa!
I don't like...
That is easily the biggest differential on this channel.
It's not the quality of the beer in any way, shape, or form. It's packed with blueberry. It's got a nice kind of smoothness throughout. The stout, if I remove the blueberry, is very good. You can taste a little bit of that bourbon. It's just, there's so much blueberry for me. I can't get past it, where I guess I don't like blueberries. I don't like that taste, and it's just too much for me, so that's why I'm giving it a 2.
This is such a desserty treat. Like, I get where you're coming from. I totally understand where you're coming from and why you wouldn't like this. But I'm giving it, I mean, Founders, holy crap. I don't know how you guys got blueberry to stick around 4 years, like, to this level, but it is like, bam. Wow.
If it was the same thing but raspberries, probably a 4.5.
Yeah.
Because it's the blueberries. It's just the blueberries for me. I just can't get past it.
What if it was lavender?
-2.
I don't think we can go negative. Untappd won't take a negative rating.
I'll call Untappd and say...
Wow. Okay.
All right. So
that was tasty.
We are finishing off with... I think this is the one where Josh and I are very...
There's floaties happening in that bottle that I'm concerned about.
So we're just going to do it. So this one's called Mango Magnifico. It's a 2000...
Good enunciation.
Yeah.
Well done.
This is from 2016. So this is a fruit beer. So it's a mango ale with a hint of habanero. Because there's nothing that screams good beer like habanero.
And mango.
Yeah, it's just...
This is a 2016 variant of it.
Yeah.
I don't think they've brewed it since then.
I've never seen it since then. So this one comes in at about 10%.
I don't think this should be aged. This is now 5 years old.
Yeah.
So, let's get this thing in the glass and let everybody know what we think.
All right, let's get this open.
I'm so impressed with your bottle opening skills today, Ross.
I'm on my game.
And what do we got? Ooh, yeah. It's a little bit actually darker than I anticipated.
That's a good carbonation still. I mean, held up well.
All right, Founders, prove us wrong here. It looks like a good beer. I mean, let's see. All right, Ross. Let's get a little nose on the Mango Magnifico.
Neither one of these like taste I want to come out.
Mango,
I don't like mango
or habanero?
Oh, mango. Lots of mango.
Tons of mango.
Yeah, like shocking amount.
Dang, 5 years in the bottle and like mango is just like bam on the nose.
That's all I'm getting is mango.
Wow.
I get nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, there's no spiciness or anything to it on the nose. That is for sure. And it does say a hint of habanero. So maybe it's not intended to be extreme from a spice perspective. Right. A hint would normally mean some type of light spice addition. But if it's just mango, I might not hate this, to be honest with you. Yeah. It smells really good on the nose.
It smells actually pretty refreshing.
It smells pretty good. All right. Give it a go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my God. That's actually good. You like it. You like it, I can tell.
It's not bad. No, it's actually not bad.
The habanero
comes in at the end.
Comes in at the back.
Oh, yeah.
You
feel it like down here. Like it's
in your throat, in your throat. I mean, that's what these spicy beers are supposed to do, or at least these ones that claim to have habanero. Yeah. I mean, it's stuck around for 5 years. Everything.
This is, again, like, I would not guess this tastes fresh.
This is full flavored, right out the bat on the front end. You get mango, the same notes you get on the nose, you get on the taste notes right off the bat, and then as you get into the back end of the beer, the mango kind of dissipates, and then the habanero sneaks in behind the mango and gets you in the back of the throat. Yeah. It's not extreme, but it is 100% there.
Exactly. Yeah. It lets you know it's there. I mean, it tastes a lot better than I thought. Honestly, I'm very impressed with this.
I am absolutely blown away by how much I actually like this.
I can see myself drinking one. I don't see myself ordering a second one.
No.
And the more I drink it, the more sips I take, the less intense that mango gets, and actually the more the habanero starts to come out. I think it's that lingering, it just kind of starts to sneak up, and even more and more sips you take, which, again, is part of the reason why I'm not a huge fan of spicy beers, because of that. It's that spice just kind of just starts to take over towards the end.
But so I went into these 3 beers, let's be honest. I went into these 3 beers with extremely low expectations. None of them sounded great except for the Sumatra. I am beyond impressed. I expected to hate this. I am going to actually give this a 4.
Wow.
I think this is dude, this is 5 years in the bottle, full flavored, everything you get on the notes as described. And 5 years in the bottle, and there's still habanero and an extreme mango note to this. Founders, you get a 4 from me purely based on the fact that this has survived 5 years at this level. Like, this is, if you told me this was brewed yesterday, I would believe you, and it was bottled yesterday.
It absolutely deserves a 4 for the quality of the beer and for aging as well as it did and everything. If I'm going off my personal taste and preferences, I think it's good. It definitely blew my expectations away. I thought this would be my least favorite. Considering I gave the Lizard of Koz a 2, I'm going to give this 3 1/4. It's still very good. It's a well done beer. It's just, again, I don't like mango and that spice. I'm not a huge fan of spicy beers. If you do like that though, and you can find this one, get it, because it's really, really well done. It's really well made, and to your point, which you nailed, is it says it's a mango ale with a hint of habanero, and that's exactly what it is.
Boom.
5 years later.
5 years later.
It's really well done.
I am shocked. Absolutely shocked. Wow. Well done, Founders. I mean, really well done. I mean, most of the stuff that I've gotten from Founders historically, I've really appreciated. Just, it's usually quality, world-class style beer. None of these disappointed. I'll be honest with you, except you didn't like the blueberry one. But that was your personal taste. That was your personal taste. I think somebody who doesn't mind blueberries would actually appreciate that. I think you appreciate it, but I understand your rating. Yeah. All right, well, another From the Cellar episode down. We have probably 120 bottles to go.
Yeah.
So lots more episodes coming in this space. We're having a lot of fun with this. This is total randomness, which makes this a lot of fun. So stay tuned for more From the Cellar episodes here in the future. Check us out on Untappd. Check us out on the rest of our social media platforms. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. Obviously, we're here on YouTube, so like, comment, subscribe. If you've got these in your cellar, hey, big winner here. If you still have these, you're probably going to be okay. So really good stuff here from Founders. Let us know what you think in the comments. Other than that, we'll see you in the next episode. More coming soon, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. I'm probably going to be surprised, and this is going to be really good.
I know it's going to be bad.
I'm trying. No, actually, no. It's going to be horrible. Okay. This was Magnifico. Da, 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 Magnifico. No? Okay. Hold on.